It blew out the back window of my truck.
Imagine coming home late from work and a little while later, this. It's what happened to Britannia Avenue resident Scott Bollert Saturday night.
So I'm told by 911 that I'm holding up their line by calling them to tell them that this line is doing this in the middle of our street. About 1:30 in the morning, next thing I know, there's just a massive explosion, and it just sounds like a whole bunch of rocks are hitting cars and houses and stuff. Didn't even know what it was. It sounded like almost like an ice maker.
Making matters worse, his car was parked next to the geyser full of work gear. The car is now a write-off.
My insurance company wants $1,000 deductible just to replace the stuff that's in there. And I don't understand. I mean, if it would be different if it was my fault.
The Dawson family across the street, also victim to the powerful outflow.
The water was just spewing everywhere about 100 feet up, just breaking apart concrete and the rest of the pavement.
Flying rocks took out a number of windshields and property left outside. Al Dawson's truck sustained $3,700 worth of damage.
The guy I talked to in the city told me it was an act of God and they weren't responsible, and I had to see my insurance company. I've talked to my insurance company. They don't value my truck as much as the cost of the repairs, so either I can fix it myself or they can give me a small amount of money and take my truck.
Neighbors say that with the high-pressure water gushing way up above the light standard and rocks being thrown about the street, a number of people called 911. Only much later did fire and police attend and eventually city works crews to shut the water off. Ward Councillor David Ferreira says the city does have an emergency line, but it doesn't operate after hours.
I'm not surprised that the response would be we are there for emergency response, whether it's police, fire, or ambulance. So that just goes to the point that perhaps we maybe should look into an emergency after hours number that's 24/7.
Ferreira says he's waiting to hear from city staff on just what caused this violent water main break.
I've already requested staff to look into that part of the infrastructure to see if we have any plans in the works. But we're fortunate that it did happen at that time.
So if it was during the day, I could only imagine there would have been some damages and there's somebody hurt for sure.